Well, hey everybody, welcome to a special stream here at Electrical Code Academy. My name is Paul Abernathy, and most of you might be familiar with me from courses in our Fast Tracks program or different articles that I've posted online or something of that nature. Or maybe you just Googled electrical exam preparation, or you've looked for me on the internet. I'm excited to have you all here. My name again is Paul Abernathy, and let's see here. We got the chat going down, so let me make sure I get this down in here. Sorry about that. And so I wanted to do a special announcement so that we can let you know kind of every now and then I kind of do what the status is of Electrical Code Academy and what we're doing and what we have out there so that people are aware of what we've got. And so I wanted to do this. If you're already familiar with the things that we do and the programs we have, it's great. But we have some new things to talk about in kind of an expansion of the corporation that I wanted to speak about. I'm always changing, always expanding. People ask me, when do I sleep? Hardly ever. I'm usually up at 5 a.m. and I usually go to bed anywhere between 10, 11 o'clock at night, constantly doing something all the time. I figure if you don't burn the candle both ends right now, there's always time to rest when you're dead. So I kind of keep at it, and it keeps me engaged. So also, for any of you that are not familiar with me and you happen to have your code books, your 2017 edition, your 2014, 2020 edition, you can also find me in the front of that code book under Code Making Panel 5 and Code Making Panel 17. I enjoy being a part of the code making process. I see Joe has joined us. Joe sees you're liking some of our electrical designs. Thank you. There's some in there for journeyman, master, and everything. We'll talk a little bit about that today because that is an expansion of the corporation that I wanted to talk about. All right, so a couple things. First, everybody knows that we obviously do courses for electrical training. We do exam preparation courses, but they're not just for exam prep. They're also just to learn the NEC. So we have base courses. Then we also have a program, our corporate program, where we have companies who will purchase blocks of our courses, like the residential or the commercial or the industrial or the grounding and body, whatever they want. And they offer it to all of their employees, and they get their own special logins, their own unique. They're not intermixed with everybody else in our programs. They have their own, and they get what's called weekly reporting, which means we will let the administrator or whoever that is for the company, we will let them know how the students are doing in the program and what their grades are and how they're doing. So that's the corporate side that we do as well. So we obviously want to talk about a couple things today for those that are interested. So everybody knows that we are a corporation in Texas. Electrical Code Academy, Inc. is a corporation. It's not a sole proprietorship. Basically, what works the program is obviously myself. I have Brittany, who is my director of content. We have Zachary, who is he oversees, he manages the CMECP, and he also does some of the marketing. Brittany does all of my social media, even though it's my accounts. You'll know it's me if it's something technical. If it's not technical, it's just a post, then it's probably Brittany using our account. We don't want separate accounts because we have a certain number of followers. So we keep the same account. She knows to never post technical stuff. And if she posts something, she needs to let you know that it's her. At least she tries to do that. She'll say, hey, it's Brittany or whatnot. She does a great job. And of course, we have Darlene, who handles all of the shipping out of stuff that we do send out. Our swag stuff that we have, the lights and the keychains and all that. She also sends out the P tabs. And I know, Joe, you're waiting on those J tabs. Should be available in a couple weeks. We've been a little bit of delay on that. But also, one of the other things that we have in the company is Code Cocky Designs. Code Cocky Designs is designed to create logos and create designs, and like the one you see on the screen. So this is one of our newest designs. This is obviously most people know this is Zeus, god of the sky and lightning. But of course, we like to say he's the gods of current, and we have created a series. So as we move forward, we're dedicated. We're dedicated to producing more logos and more designs on all different types of things. Whether people buy them or not, it's irrelevant to us at this point. we are dedicated to creating a repository of all different types of designs. So this just happens to be one of them in the Gods of Current collection that we're producing for masters and journeyman electricians. So each one, that type of thing. And then we'll have another series using this that's called the Keepers of Light. And that's just for use on things like light garments, shirts, t-shirts, things like that. One of the things that is unique, and I don't think people understand this or not, but if you're a subscriber over in our the YouTube channel here, you're like one of the monthly VIP subscribers. The VIP have ability to get any of these logos with their name on it or their company name. They just have to reach out to us. So you get discounts. They get 10% off of all products, but they also get to have any of them customized. So for example, this one, if you're a master electrician and you like this design where it says American made, you can actually have your name or your company put there. And then we'll send you a special link and you order that directly. Okay, so we have that ability, and that is only available to the VIP members over on that channel. So again, get a couple people that have utilized that, but again, it allows you to customize the logo. And that's a unique feature that we have for the VIP members. So that's just, one of the perks to be a VIP. So we'll kind of look at the website, kind of give you a little idea of what's happened on the website. But that's the one thing is Code Cocky Designs is a division of Electrical Code Academy. And it's going to start putting out a lot more designs. Now we have some great designs and we'll kind of look at them for a second. But we're putting out. So what you'll also notice is, I think Nick, thanks for coming. What you'll notice is that we do the free giveaways of stickers while they last. Those are not the same quality stickers as you would get from Electrician Pride. The stickers from Electrician Pride are bigger and they're more graphically intense, I should say. They're better quality, obviously, because these are free giveaways. They're still great to put on your pack outs, put on your hard hats, put them everywhere you can promote it. But if you really want bigger ones, and I'll give you an example. Hold on, I didn't plan on doing this, but hold on. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let me give you an example. Okay. So the stickers that we do for free are great stickers, and we're going to continue that program, and we'll keep cycling in new stickers. Like the last time around, I think we did what did we do? Supertrition, we did Code Strong, and then we did the one that's just kind of a self-promotion logo one, which I didn't like all that much. The other difference is like the sticker you see on the logo you see on the screen. If you order that from Electrician Pride, that is actually a die cut. It is neat. We'll look at that in a second, just so you can kind of see what we got going on. But that is a unique sticker. It just comes all die cut. When we get these are the ones like we send away for free. Great stickers, really decent, but if you really look at it, you'll notice if you really look at it, that they pixel a little bit. That's because we get these produced at a high quality and we give these away, and we have different giveaways and things like that, right? So that's what that is. Now, the ones that you get from Electrician Pride are the ones like I have on the back of my truck, in my wife's car, and different things like that. The electrician ones and all, even the one with the Gods of Current, they're much higher quality. And look at the size of that compared to these. Okay. Now this is just the size of this one. They vary in size, but they're going to be bigger than these. Usually they're like a 4-inch or whatnot type, or right around there, 4 or even 5-inch. They're very big. If people want smaller ones, then we can put smaller ones up on the Electrician Pride. But believe it or not, most people want the bigger ones when they're going to put them on something like bumper or whatever that says, Master Electrician or whatever, that type of thing. So that's the difference in the stickers. Okay, now stickers are stickers. Some people love them. So we say, I won't pay for stickers. That's up to you. But I like stickers. So that when I came out with that, now the beautiful thing about the stickers through Electrician Pride, if you're a member of the VIP in the YouTube channel, is you can get your sticker customized. So the sticker like you see right there, Gods of Current, could have your company name underneath it. That type of thing, right? So That's just kind of some customization that you will do for you, okay, as a VIP member. So anyway, I've talked about a lot of that, and there's other things that I want to let you know going on. So I want to take you to the website and show you kind of what's going on, so you know. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to cover today. So some people might find it interesting, some might not, but I'm going to cover a lot of information. Vaughn, thank you. Helped you get your license last year. Wonderful. Congratulations. Congratulations. Nick, I see you got your stickers we sent. Again, we still got them going out for those that want the free stickers that are available, the Journeyman, the Master, the Supertrician, the Code Strong. All you got to do is email us. Just send me an email at info at masterthenec.com and that type of thing, and you can let us know. We haven't planned, Mike, any magnets or magnetics. I tell you what some people have done is they get the stickers, and you can actually buy sheets of magnet, and you can actually cut them out to fit the sticker or put the sticker on it, and then, you know, with a razor knife, trim around it and make your own magnets. We haven't gotten into that yet, the magnets, but I wouldn't rule it out. We just haven't really gotten into it. But I do know that I know guys who have bought you buy them on Amazon. And as much as I hate Amazon, I still use it. So they buy the sheets of magnet, and the stickers, since they're sticky back, and they'll put their stickers on there, and then they take it and they'll use a razor knife, like an X-Acto knife, and they will take it, and I can't really show you here. They'll take it and they'll spin this around and they'll cut it around, and then they create their own magnets for refrigerators or whatever they want to do. We haven't gotten into that. So, but again, I'm not going to rule that out, because we're always adding new products, which I'll show you today, some of the things that we've added. And again, I'm also going to talk about some of the things that have changed over on the website and some of the other things that we got going on. Because again, most people don't know, but a lot of times people don't even know what all we have on the website. Because it is a very basic website. I tried to optimize it. It loads slow for some cases, but we'll look at that. Okay. I know everybody hates Amazon but they use it. I know it's one of those things, and Amazon loves you hating them because you're still buying from them. So anyway, so let me go on and go a little bit and kind of give you an idea what's going on the website here. All right, so this is a website. Everybody's probably, familiar with the website. And let me open up my extension tool here so I can make sure that I can see your guys' comments while I'm doing this. Okay, so here is the website. Here, let me move this real quick. Sorry, folks. Okay, here's the website. And a lot of people want to know what we got going on the website and where you get to the different things that we have, because I still get those questions from time to time. So on the website, as you can see here, everything in the top is based on moving your mouse over it. Now, if you want to get to continuing education, you just click on this. If you want our exam prep program, the fast tracks, you just click on this. If you want to see all the courses we have, you can click on this and you'll see the list of everything. Or you highlight over and you can see here, there's a fast track. Here's a fast tracks electrical exam prep extension. If you're in the course and you're a fast track student, let's say, and you're coming up on the expiration, your course, you've been in it over a year, and you're coming up, then you have the ability to give an extension. I thought that was a great idea because it meant that you didn't have to buy another course. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't upgrade you to the next cycle, like from the 2017 to the 2020. It only gives you an extension for what you're working in right now. And it's available in a 6-month or 12-month extension. And some people, they only need another couple months. So that's a good option, but typically you have to be a current member. Now, we have made some exceptions in the past, but typically you have to be a member and you have to renew before you actually expire. And then you'll get your additional placed on there at the end of whatever your normal expiration date would have been. Obviously, we have bundles. Bundles are the best value in the program because you get access to everything. In our 2020, you get residential, commercial, grounding and bonding. You get access to the Electricity 101, which is a self-paced course. We don't really grade anything there. Used to, but we really don't, because it's just one of those programs. It's just a learning-based course. But you also get fast tracks access as well. Okay, so that's the bundle. It's the best value. You click that and you can see the prices of the bundle. Obviously, CEU to do your licensing. People ask us, do we do the CEUs? No, we partner with My CEU Depot, and They have a partnership, and it offers online training for most all states. Okay, so that's how we do that. It's not by us. If you want to get an electrical exam question only package, you can. It's only available in the 2017 right now, but I think Brittany says that we'll be launching the exam questions only for the 2020 here in the next week or two. There's Electricity 101. There's our soft skills course, which is designed to teach you the soft skills, how to deal with customers, how to interact with customers, all that type of stuff. Grounding and bonding, residential, commercial, industrial, and motor control, those type of courses. Merchandise. So here's what's changed. A couple things. We've added a bunch of merch to here. Not just merch promoting Electrical Code Academy. This is merch that is actually promoting your trade. Okay, so I mean, you're probably, most people are junkies like me when it comes to t-shirts. I got tons, as you see, tons of t-shirts. I've got the coffee mugs, all these type of things that promote my trade. All right. Now, if you're VIP, obviously on the YouTube channel, you subscribe to VIP level, then you can actually have your name or company put on all that. And imagine that you pick anything you want, you can have your name put on it. And we do custom design for people, but again, it's a little one-on-one. So here's your t-shirt collection, die cut stickers, cell phone coffee mugs, water bottles, tumblers, and of course, pint glasses. CBD products, again, one of our sponsors is still CBD Pure, so you can get your CBD stuff there. And of course, our P tabs, I'll be right here. And then when the J tabs ever come for that, Joe, they'll be under here. It'll say J tabs, and you'll be able to do it. You can listen to all of our podcasts directly here. So if you ever want to listen directly to our podcast, you're more than happy to go here. And then, of course, the More tab will have things like contact us directly, our blogs, the founder page. If you're curious about who I am, you can go there if you'd like. The webinars, any of the live webinars that we're going to do, like the one we're doing on the 22nd of May, that is where you would go. Videos, graphics, licensing requirements, exam prep again, and of course, terms and conditions for ordering or using or anything within our website. Okay. So anyway, this is the basic layout of a site. If you come here and you say, well, I want to know what my state requirements are for licensing. Okay. Then you can click here and you can actually go and see what the licensing is by your state. If you go right here, you can see what the exam prep course would be for your state. But I will tell you, all of our fast tracks are the same. We do not tailor to any specific state. In other words, we don't teach local rules. We don't teach the regulations for your state. That's incumbent on you to learn. I mean, you're the one getting the license. So those are usually available in a download from your state. Of course, you can get that information by going to the license requirements and can click. Now, here's another thing I'll show people before I look at everything here. Let's say I want to know the licensing requirements for Colorado. Okay, so I'm going to click the state. And here I go down and I'm just going to click and I'll go down to Colorado. So in Colorado, what people also don't know a lot of times on our site is, see this link right here? This is a clickable link. You can go to the licensing bureau for that state and find additional information. Okay. Now here's tells you what you need to have for your license. But if you click right here, you will actually go to the state and you can ferret out your information from the state. Okay. So that's all there. So anyway, so that's what you've got on your navigation. You can get right to the blogs from here if you want. If you want to see exam preps, you can go right there. Now down here, you can see that if you were to come here and you say, look, I'm ready to get started in the fast tracks, or I want to pass my exam, or I want to learn the NEC, then you can click help me pass my exam now, and that'll take you right to the fast tracks page and get started. Over here is where you register for the webinar. For example, we see we have one on May 22nd, feeder taps, secondary conductor rules. It's just a bunch of information, but also down here, all of our courses are linked down here as well. So you can click anywhere down here. So people sometimes don't scroll enough down the page. So there you go. Here's our special offers for our bundles. Again, they give you access to everything in the bundles. And then of course, here's some quick links. So I've had people ask me, when I'm on the fast tracks, where do I get my 90-day or 60-day study plan? In other words, it's basically a process that you follow, and it kind of gives you some guidance. Well, that's right here. It's called Fast Track's 60-day study plan or Fast Track's 90-day study plan. That's not a course. That's just a PDF study plan that you should follow while you're using the Fast Tracks course. Okay, and it helps keeps you really on focus. So that's what that's all about. So you can link down here to it. And of course, you can get to your licensing and everything as well, or PTABs, or you can get to any of the courses right here as well. We have an affiliate program. A lot of people want to get in the business of, selling courses or getting into educational business, but they like, look, I want to sell them, but I want to be more the administrator. I don't want to do the teaching. Well, that's perfect for you to become an affiliate, because you can create a website, however you want to do it, social media platform, however you want it, and sell our courses, and we take care of the student, and you make your affiliate money. Okay, so if you're interested in becoming an affiliate, click right there and you can become an affiliate of ours and promote our courses on your social media, however, and get paid when you actually have somebody sign up for a course. And it's all tracked. You get your own console and all that kind of good stuff. All right, so let's kind of look here. I'll click on the merge. Now you can click on any of these tabs. If I click, I should say we have a social media hub too. If you're not familiar with it, it's the Sparky Hub, and it's a great place for you to go and post images. I promise you, you will not get bashed there. There is no stupid questions. You won't have somebody giving you some smart aleck remark because you post something. This is a learning environment. I'm hoping it catches on, because again, I wanted an environment where people could post things and not be belittled or have somebody come in there. I mean, that's the problem I have with the Facebook exam prep portal, is because somebody posts something and somebody else chimes in and say, you didn't know that, or makes them feel like they're stupid. I don't even know why you're a part of that forum if you have the urge to belittle somebody. I don't even know why you'd be involved in it, to be honest with you. I thought we all come there to learn. Okay, so I'm a little discouraged at what the Facebook forum has become, which is why I created our social hub. Okay, and that's the Sparky Hub, and hopefully you can check it out. Now, when you come into merchandise, I wanted to show you. So on our merchandise page, this is kind of what it looks like, right? And let me see if I've got any questions, because let me see if I've got any questions I haven't answered from anybody. Questions, 2-year access? Absolutely, Joe. So all of our bundles allow for 2 years access. Okay, so that is the difference. Okay, you can get 2 year of access into that. Okay, now we're also thinking about adding additional time access to our individual courses, where it's typically 12 months and you do extensions. We've had some interest where people say, look, can you do a 2 years to the fast tracks, that type of thing? So we're looking into that, but right now under the program for the bundle pack, you absolutely get access for 2 years. Once you register, you got 2 years to enjoy the residential, the commercial, the grounding and bonding. And if you look at the value you get out of it, okay, I think it's a great value. So anyway, back to where we're at on the site. So here you can see Electrician Pride, and you see we have t-shirts, stickers, mugs, phone cases, both iPhone and Samsung. I have a Samsung Note 9 with the case. Tumblers, stainless steel water bottles. These are pretty neat for workouts. Pint glasses. We're also coming up with a complete collection of the pint glasses, and you'll have 6 different designs, and it's like a set. But anyway, those will be coming out with. Right now we have 2 designs up there. Face masks. Again, I'll be glad when that face mask thing is over with. Hoodies and sweatshirts, and of course, gaiters. Now, to kind of give you an idea of what it works like, you simply just click on the one you want. Okay, we don't put prices here because you can click on it and you can find the prices, and it just adds extra text to the screen. So let's look at t-shirts, for example. If I click on t-shirts, what you got is basically I took the t-shirt, but I actually, show you what logo is on each one. Now, it's not just on the front, it's also on the back, and it's big on the back. Now, again, I will say, like any print-on-demand type of t-shirt, if you wear it a lot, okay, you're going to wear it out. Okay, the printing on it, it's not impervious to not being washed and things like that. So, but the ones that I have this one here, with the pie wheel. I have the master one here. I have I have some of these here. I have on order, okay, for the master series, and they have held up great for me. I have had no problem with them holding up, right? So, but there's your t-shirts that are available. We also have the stickers. So people ask about the different types of stickers we have. All the designs, this is one of the newer ones here, Master Electrician Hard Knocks series, which we'll be expanding on that series. But there's just tons of different stickers we have. There you go. And this is what they actually look like. See how that's cut out? That's what it'll come like. So when a person wants these, if you're a VIP member, for example, and you want one of these customized, where it says American Made is actually have your name right here or your company name right here, that type of thing. If you want it. Now, most people are probably just going to order the regular sticker, but it is customizable, if you will. So a lot of the new designs will be coming out in the next couple weeks. The different ones will be rolling out that we design. This is, again, the Gods of Current series. And this has the black letters, and it'll also have one coming out with the white letters, and the white letters down here for use on darker colored things. And that's going to be called the Keepers of the Light series. Okay. So that's that merchandise there. Again, phone cases, same thing. Is neat is, you can get these on a phone case. This is what we currently have on there. If there's a design we make and you don't see it, let us know if you want it made on a phone case. But these are our current designs that we're offering on the phone cases, and it's available iPhone and Samsung. And of course, you've got coffee mugs, and then of course you've got our tumblers. And I think here's the tumbler. Here's the pint glasses. I think they're pretty cool. And then of course, here's our tumblers. This tumbler is a double design. Means on one side it's got the Master Electrician, on the other side it's got Code Strong. Those type of things. And then of course, obviously we have here, you have, all of our CBD products that they are sponsors that you can get your CBD stuff if you want from that. Podcasts, again, if everybody wants to listen to the podcasts, they're all available here. You can simply scroll through all of our podcasts and listen to them directly here on the website if you like. Gives you this description of every one of them. Every episode is up here. If you want to listen to it in the car or whatever, just go to the website. Of course, it's also on those other platforms that we have as well. Over 317 hours of podcast information. Graphics, again, from time to time, people want to look at the different graphics. So this is an example. We do custom graphics for people. If people want to, have us make a graphic for them, we will do it. So there's different graphics. These are all our original creations that are utilized, those type of things. If you need one of these for a training class or whatever, just let us know, and we can give you permission to use them if you want. So anyway, that's what we got going on for that. Social Media Hub, I'll click on it. Here's a Social Media Hub. You can see we have 4 platforms that you can join. If you just want to do open discussion, you join here. If you're a YouTube subscriber for the general or VIP, join here. If you're a fast track student, join here. And if you just want to join the exam prep forum, right here. You don't have to be a member to join these two. Here, these two you have to be approved. This one and this one are open. Anybody can join. Okay. So kind of what's going on with that. Now, when it comes back to, I told you, kind of giving you the status of what's going on with us. I'll come back to me. So we are definitely doing code copy graphics. Okay. So we're designing a lot more graphics that'll be available on the website. It's not our main focus. Obviously we're an electrical provider and we provide electrical training, residential, commercial. And I don't think there's any course out there when it comes to preparing to learn the NEC that is better than our Fast Tracks program. Why? Because 1, I'm biased, but 2, because I give my time to you on Wednesday nights. Now, that's not part of the course. That's something that I like to do. And once you become a Fast Tracks member, or you're a VIP or general member over on our YouTube channel, which is a monthly subscription, by the way, it's either $9.99 for general and $14.99 for VIP. Now, the VIP gives you bigger discounts over in the Electrician Pride store, but other than that, it's the same content. And you get access also to our Wednesday night sessions. Usually around Tuesday or even Wednesday morning, I send out a notice to all of our Fast Track students, and they have the ability to join us during that session. Now, what do we do in that session? Well, you can bring your questions. You can bring, it's like it's a 2-hour tutor session. Whatever you want to ask, ask. The room is full of people who have the same interest. They're trying to prepare for an exam, or they're wanting to just learn the NEC. And I got quite a few in there that join us that already have their licenses. Okay, even Joe comes in there from time to time, and Joe is already a CMECP, so he's already what I feel the pinnacle of our industry. So at the end of the day, it's interacting with like-minded people, and so that was my goal, was to create something that you can come in and ask questions and not be belittled. That's what the Sparky Hub's great about. Post your questions. Don't worry about being belittled. Don't worry about how basic the question might be or how complex it might be. You will get answers. And again, trying to foster the concept of helping everybody. That's what I wanted to do. So that's what Electrical Code Academy is all about, right? That's what it's all about, is trying to bring. Now, people say, Paul, let me address the 1,000-pound elephant in the room. People say, Paul, you used to do a lot of videos, a lot of free videos. Yes, it's true. And I've got still a lot of them out there. But we're a company, and we have to do what companies do. There's plenty of free information out there, and a lot of it's great. And I certainly kudos to those that are doing that training. 100%. It's where I started, and doing it for years. But to be honest with you, we're a company, and I have to charge for things. Now, I like to think that things are cheap. I like to think that $350 for a year of exam prep and the ability for you to come and get tutoring every Wednesday night is a great value. You can agree to disagree. If you use the program, you will be successful, because the program, Fast Tracks program, targets one thing, and that is people have problem with reading comprehension. They can read something and they get into an exam and they freak out. Or in the field, you don't know how to look at a question and dissect what's necessary. That's what we're trying to do with the Fast Tracks. Now, if you're not successful in the Fast Tracks, all I tell you is look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and ask yourself this. Did you do all the practice questions? Did you do all the competency reviews? Did you attend Wednesday night's training? Did you ask the questions that are on your mind, that are pressing? Did you ask them? If you didn't do that, you only have one person to blame. That's yourself, okay? Knowledge is king, and the only way you're going to get it is to read it, absorb it, and if you have questions, ask somebody who can help. And that's what I'm here to do, is try to help. So that's what sets us apart from other educators. They sell courses. Now, the free ones don't get any real support, right? There's no real support behind it. The paid ones, they might sell you a book or a DVD, but can you get questions answered from the owner or the founder or the CEO? Probably not. And so until I breathe my last breath, I will never get beyond the position where I can talk to you one-on-one and answer your questions. At the end of the day, I'm an electrician, just like you. Now, people say, yeah, Paul, you're not an electrician anymore. You're not out there bending conduit and pulling conductors. Did that, done that. If you think you're supposed to be doing that until you're 80 years old, then ask the people on your job site why they moved into a supervisory role, or why they moved inside the building to do estimating, or why they became the owner. Everything has a progression in life. Okay, I went from an electrician, journeyman, to a master's, to owning my own company, to traveling around the country teaching, to being a head of a jurisdiction in the city of Richmond, to being a head of the code supervisor for the city of Alexandria. I moved on to NEMA and oversaw the southern region. Then I moved on to be a head of codes and standards for a company called Encore Wire Corporation. All that time in my life was a constant progression up to do what I wanted to do. Okay. And that was move up more into leadership roles and teach other people. That's what I wanted to do. So that's where I've done it. Now, can I go out and pull wire? Can I pull cables? Can I terminate? Hey, look, it's riding a bike, baby. It doesn't get old. Okay. You always remember how to do that. You slow down, we get old, we slow down. But the reality is, I'll strap on the tool belt and get out there with the rest of them until I no longer can move. Okay. But that's not where I specialize anymore. So that's why we created the Academy. Okay. So again, for those out there that ever tell you and say people that don't do teach, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Stupid. Okay. Am I supposed to be pulling cable until I'm 80? You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a progression in life. If you're a apprentice, your goal is to become a journeyman. If you're a journeyman, your goal should be to someday achieve the master level. Whether you want to own your company or not is irrelevant. You should always be striving to improve yourself. Every master out there, in my opinion, should become a CMECP. Okay? Whether you think it has no weight in the industry or not, it's all here. It's all in how you position yourself. Okay? And everybody that gets to that level can decide whether they want to be an owner or not, or they want to run a crew, or they want to be a lead person. There's so many ways to go in this industry that when I see people out there bashing other people saying, you can't do this, you can't do this, or teachers don't do anymore, that's why they teach, ignorant. And if that offends anybody, I'm not sorry, because it is ignorant. We're all in the same boat together. We're all learning together. I love the other educators out there. I think Ryan Jackson does a wonderful job. I think Mike Holt does a great job at what he does. I think that there's so many opportunities out there. I just happen to think that Electrical Code Academy, Inc. does it uniquely different. And so that's why I'm always excited about it. And that's why I bring all these products. People can say, Paul, why don't you do what you're good at? Just teach. You don't need these logos and you don't need this stuff. Yes, I do. I do. If you know me, anybody that really knows me knows that I have ADD. I can't stay still. I have to be creating something. I have to be doing something. I am not the kind of guy, if I had $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, I won the lottery for $500 million, it would not change me. I know people say, yeah, I hear you, Paul. I can't, okay? Trust me. It's not like I'm feast or famine from meal to meal, right? I'm doing okay, but I can't help but be involved in it, okay? I just can't. It's just the way I am. So hopefully I convey it that way. So that's why we keep coming up with new stuff. I have some chats in here. Joe says, don't sell your show, Stuart. You also personally grade exams and give feedback. It's huge. One of the best things about the CME. Yeah. So thanks, Joe. I engage. Trust me. I don't have other people grading these things. I am engaged with you. When you text me or you call me or you email me, you're getting me. Okay. Now, if it's administrative, you might get Brit, but if it's code related or something about a lesson, you get me. Okay. And you're going to get me until I'm no longer on this earth. Okay. As long as my programs are here. Okay. And you're welcome. Mike, thank you. And Elwood, thank you for coming on Wednesday nights and that type of thing. So anyway, I've kind of went on. It was really just kind of letting you know the status of Electrical Code Academy. We're going strong. I'm excited where we're going. We're not slowing down at all. We're always thinking of new things to bring to the table. Most people know that I'm working on a book that will be released at the first of the year. It's going to be an exam prep book as well, and it's going to be a supplement that I believe it's going to be a supplement to the fast tracks. Obviously, it'll be a standalone, but I think it's one of those things that, if you know me, the fast track students, I added a course for soft skills and didn't charge anything. We just added it. Is a probability that at that time I will probably add that book as a supplemental to the fast tracks, because we cover things like parallels and series circuits, and all those type of things. We get intense into Ohm's law calcs, things like that are really not overly embedded in the fast tracks program, because they're not typically that much exam prep driven. Guess basic Ohm's law, basic concepts, but at the end of the day, it's something I'm working on, and I'm constantly working on new things. Okay, so hopefully, if you want any of the stickers that are the giveaway stickers, just reach out to us, let us know, email me, let me know. We have tons of ways to email me. info@electricalcodeacademy.net. .com. info@masterthenec.com, or you can go right to our website and use the contact button and send it that way. Just make sure you send your name and address so I can get that out to you. We do take donations still for our lights and things like that we have, in our keychain lights, and what is I got that, and we still have obviously some of the little screwdrivers if anybody's interested in those type of things. They're not on the site now, but they are available. Just let me know. And that's it. And we appreciate all the support that everybody's been giving us and sharing us in all the social media and all over. I mean, we see posts that members will post on other forums and say, hey, you need to check out this website. Yes, trust me, I have my haters everywhere. And I usually say that my haters are simply just jealous, and I don't worry about that. If that's the world they want to live in and hate, so be it. Okay. But it's not going to consume me, that type of thing. I'm going to keep pressing forward and do what I do. So that's kind of our, status of Electrical Code Academy. Again, anybody out there who's really wanting to learn the National Electrical Code, want access to me, want access to our Wednesday night, check out my Fast Tracks program. It'll be down in the description, how to get information on that. If you want to look at some of our swanky swag, please go to electricianpride.com. Check that out. That'll be also down in the description and on the replay of this. And check it out. We appreciate every one of you. I know that swag is not for everybody, right? But for those that are interested in it, and if you are a member or a subscriber over on our YouTube channel in the VIP level and you want to have anything of these logos customized, just let me know. Okay. You just reach out to me and say which one you want and what logo you want, what you want it on. Okay. And we can make that change for you. And we'll get you a link to where you can actually get that product if you're interested in it. Okay. All right. That's really all I have. I appreciate all of you. I just wanted to jump on here on a Saturday and tell you everybody again, we've got so many good things coming out. One of the things I'm seeing a huge increase in is corporate accounts. We have a lot of corporate accounts that are coming on, which have 10 people in their company or 20 people in their company. And they're getting 10 courses or 20 courses at a time. And we create their own console. We create this own unique platform just for them. And they use that to determine whether somebody gets raises, promotions, whether or not they're really studying and all that kind of stuff. However they want to use that information, it's on them. But we kind of keep track of that, and Brittany monitors all that and everything like that. So we have a pretty unique little algorithm in how our thing does. So again, Willow, you says you're late about book. I have a couple books. The residential, the commercial, and the grounding and bonding. I contributed to the development of those books. So those books are available. I helped contribute to those. But we have the Fast Tracks is our exam prep. That is our exam prep program. What I said was that I'm working on my own supplemental book to go with the Fast Tracks or to be sold by itself for exam prep, but that's not going to be available till the first of the year. I'm in the middle of writing it now, right? And I have to create the graphics for it, and so it was my 2021 project, right? It takes about a year to write a book, so that's the one that I'm working on. So right now, it's the Fast Tracks is the way to go, right? That's just going to be an additional one, okay? So at any rate, that's all I got. I guess I'll open up. Anybody have any questions before I let you all go? If it's your opportunity to ask any questions you might want to ask. But I just wanted to give a status update. Also, for those that haven't checked us out on Thursday night, we had a amazing episode last Thursday. If you can go watch the replay, it's going to be over on electricianlive.com. You can watch it there. Or you can also watch it over on YouTube channel. Great. I am so blessed to have Jay with me. When I sent out that search to get a co-host, I can't remember, it was quite a number of people that applied for that when I put it out there. And there was something about Jay that, he was just a down-to-earth electrical guy, right? Not a code guy, just an electrical guy who wants to learn code. So he was also happened to be a student in our program, the Fast Tracks program. And I was like, you know what? after looking through the pool of individuals, I looked at Jay and I said, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the down-to-earth guy that is just down to earth, who can be the yin to my yang. How about that? Okay. He can be somebody that I can tease. He can dish it out, and we have a good back and forth. Of course, we need folks like you to give us topics, things you want us to talk about, industry news. And we've got some big things coming up through the summer. A change of a look. The way the Electrician Live looks is going to change a little bit. Hopefully I'll get the Facebook stream thing fixed so that I can see your chats too. I don't see them right now. So anybody over on our Facebook, I can't see your posts. So again, I apologize in advance, but I appreciate all of you. I just can't see if there's any there. But we're going to get that fixed. I thought I had it fixed, but it wasn't fixed. And again, it's something to do with the software. But we'll get it fixed. But Jay brings another dynamic because he's an active contractor. He's young, he's aggressive. He reminds me of me 20 years ago. And I am in the process of, the more he learns code, the more I'm there to mentor him. That he's going to do great things. And I believe all of you are doing great things. You say one of the questions is, can I tailor a course for hospital maintenance personnel? Probably not. Maintenance, that type of thing is probably not my bailiwick. I'm a code guy. So again, it's really not going to be anything. I'm sorry. That's kind of not my wheelhouse for maintenance. I guess maintenance for me would be in hospital is go around and make sure nobody's changed anything. Look for any damaged receptacles, any damaged switches. People say, do you have to re-torque aluminum and copper conductors on terminations? My answer to that is no. If you torque it right, you don't have to. People think you have to re-torque aluminum every year. That's not true. Only time you have to do that if you didn't use a torque device, or you didn't do something to make sure that you had the proper inch pounds or foot pounds, depending on what you're talking. Other than that, there's really not a lot of maintenance involved in those type of things. Basically going around and making sure in hospitals, making sure the integrity of any patient care areas, that nothing has changed, none of the devices have been damaged, you haven't any loose raceways, all those type of things. Because again, when you're dealing with patient care spaces, you have to deal with a redundancy that's required by 57.13 A and B, and that is you have to have an insulated equipment ground, and you have to have a raceway or a cable that uses the armor as an equipment ground. So redundancy. So check those type of things. But I don't know. I guess I could write a book on it, but I don't know how many pages I would get. To me, it would be more like a pamphlet, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? So probably not. But again, I've never say never, but I'm more of a generalized residential, commercial, industrial, generalized, and exam prep. And of course, grounding and bonding, if you had tuned in last week to our Electrician Live just past Thursday, you could see that I was, when I'm in that grounding and bonding, I'm in my wheelhouse. That's my specialty. That's what I like. Those things intrigue me. Grounding and bonding always intrigues me. That's why I like our grounding and bonding course. It's a very basic course. There's not a lot of interaction with it. It's a lot of reading, but and some people say reading is dry and boring. I get it. But if you can't read it and comprehend it, you'll never be able to put it in practice. So there's a lot of graphics, a lot of illustrations, and there's interaction course. But the other beautiful thing in a grounding and bonding course, you have the ability to ask me questions at any time. So whether you're a student in my programs, look, I'm here. Okay, look, I'm here. Anybody that knows me knows that I will answer questions that I get all the time. Okay, I am always available. You can do it through the app. We have download our app on our website. You can go to our website. You see that little pop-up feature, type it in there, ask me your question in there. Now, it might take me a little bit to get back to you, because again, I probably get thousands of emails a week that I have to siphon through. And some of them I send off to Britt, because they're not about code. But if you're patient with me, and most people that know me know that I get back to you pretty quickly, and it's going to be me. It's not going to be somebody else. It'll be me, and I'll be giving you the answer. And trust me, I will never tell you anything without a code reference in substantiation. I cannot stand it when somebody says, just do this because I said so. I don't care who you are, okay? I love this old saying. I love this old saying by Jimmy Houston. You know the difference between God and me? God never thinks he's me, right? So at the end of the day, we have to be humble. And the reality is, I know where I started from. I know when I won that National Vic contest, I was so proud. My father and mother were so proud. I competed against thousands of electricians to win that. And now they call it something else now. I mean, Ideal has something now and Scholastic something. Back then it was called VICA. I love this trade. I'm an electrician, flat out electrician. Okay. I have a degree in engineering. I don't care. I'm an electrician. That's what I do. And that's why I love helping electricians. Okay. That's just it. Do I make a living at it? Absolutely. Do I make good money at it? Absolutely. But I try to keep things affordable. And that doesn't mean I can always give away free lessons. Okay. It is what it is. But trust me, I guarantee you'll get more value out of it by attending my free, my Wednesday nights. If you're a student, emailing your questions, I guarantee you, if you don't get your value out of it and you're really that upset, you let me know, because I can't think of all the stuff that we give that we don't give value. Okay. I try anyway. Are we perfect? Absolutely not. Do I make mistakes? Absolutely. Okay. Been making mistakes and learning from them my whole life. I told somebody one time, there is no mistake if you learn something from it. Okay. Now there can be costly mistakes, but to me, there is no mistake in life if you learn something from it. And I've made my doozies of errors, but I've always tried to learn something from it. So maybe I said I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Okay. They start out with a mistake, but I learned something from every one of them I've done. Okay. And it's rounded me and it's humbled me and whatnot. And I've been mischaracterized on many of those forums as a know-it-all. And I don't think that anybody that knows me knows that I have ever tried to portray myself as that, right? There's other educators out there you can learn from. Mike Holt is a wonderful, great educator, very knowledgeable. Ryan, great educator. Phil Simmons, great educator. Mark Odie, great educator. Keith Laughlin, great educator. Marty Schumacher, wonderful educator. There is so many good educators out there. I'm just different. And I don't try to hide behind any of it. You know, I tell you what I know and what I know. Okay. A junior says, I need help passing my exam. Please help me. Again, I don't help people. Be honest with you. I don't help people for free. I'm sorry. I don't do that anymore. Again, I just don't. So if you want the help, then you would have to join our Fast Tracks program. Just remember, we don't teach anything local to California. We don't teach anything with the energy code. We don't teach anything with the fire alarm code. We don't teach anything about local rules and administrative. That's where you might want to get an exam prep locally, where you have somebody that's all they do. That's all they do is focus on California. That might be a benefit to you. Okay. If you want to learn the NEC, just the NEC, then I don't think anybody does it better than us. If you want to learn those other things, you're going to have to do it local. Okay. We don't offer that type of thing. So, and I will never offer that. Anybody asks me that, they usually ask me, Paul, will you offer the law, Florida, the rules and regulations? I'm like, never. I don't have a desire. I got too much stuff going on to try to learn each individual state in their individual things that they might. I want you to learn the National Electrical Code. Okay. So that's the deal. Okay. Anybody have any other questions before we cut it out? Again, I appreciate you. Again, just wanted to give kind of a status of Electrical Code Academy. Other educators, don't do that. Again, I like to do it. I like to let you from time to time know all the stuff we got going on. So anybody have any other questions? I will more than happy to try to answer them. Other than that, I'm gonna cut you all loose on your Saturday and let you get back to family. Most important thing, always family. Okay, I like to think of all of my students as family. So that's why I still answer questions on weekends. Many of you have sent me questions on weekend. Okay, now I might be out doing something, but again, I know that if you need an answer, it's up to me to try to get you an answer. Okay, it's something that I take a lot of pride in. If you need answers and you want to reach out to me and not try to solve it yourself, then that tells me you need help. Okay, and I do my best to try to follow up the best I can. Weekends, it's tough, but I do my best. Or after hours. Again, our normal hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. After that, it's a hit and miss because I'm in and out. And if it happens to be on a Friday evening, and it might not respond until Monday, but there is that opportunity that I might respond during the weekend. Now, if you're a student, trust me, you're going to get preferential treatment. Okay. All my students get preferential treatment. Okay. That type of thing. So, what does this say? Elwood Eric says, I'm in the 17 looking at SPD 395. Okay, yeah. Surge protective devices. Okay. Oh, Junior, you've taken your test before. So, Junior, are your problems with NEC related, or are you having problems with local rules? There's a difference. If you're feeling like you have a problem with calculations and understanding how to maneuver and you're running out of time on an exam, then my course will most definitely help you. And if you follow my study plan for use with the Fast Tracks program, you can't help be successful. I found that those that have not been successful, if you go back and you remember, I track everything. Okay. When you're in my course, I am Big Brother, right? I am Big Brother. I see everything. And if some people say I didn't pass and I was in a Fast Tracks course and I go back and look and see that they were getting 30s and 40s and 50s on exams, and I told you to redo those again and you didn't, you only have one person to blame. You don't have anybody else because all the material is there. You also have Wednesday nights. If you're having trouble passing an exam and you're doing the course and you come to a Wednesday night and you don't ask questions, you only have one person to blame. You. Okay? I am here. I'm right here. I'm here to help. And I will do my best to help you any way I can. Elwood says, says type 1 can be installed like type 2. Yep. So typically type 1 is on the supply side. Okay. So supply side and type 2 would be on the load side. However, a lot of the type 1s are also designed so they could be installed in a location on the load side of a service disconnect as well. So you have type 1 typically on the supply side. And I learned this from Siemens, actually. That's another great thing. Guys, if you pools, spas, hot tubs, I'll tell you right now, joining the YouTube channel and joining the monthly subscription, even if you joined for 1 month and then didn't renew it, there's a series in there on pools and spas that I did with Vince Delacroix. Wonderful guy. I should have mentioned him in the educators too. Wonderful guy. Vince is just a sweetheart of a guy, would bend over backwards to help anybody. Okay. And he came to my studio and we did a series. We did a full series on pools, spas, and hot tub. That's available only to you members of the YouTube channel that are general and VIP. Only you have access to that. Okay. That pays for it because a series like that should be well over a couple $100 if you were to sell it on a DVD series. Okay. It's included. So to become a general member over on our YouTube channel, and you never know what kind of content I'm going to put out. Okay. Usually in the summer, I end up putting out a lot more and it gets slower during the off season. We've got a bunch of them that are getting ready to come out and I'm getting ready to drop them in there. But for less than $120 a year, you get access to the exclusive content. You get access to webinars. You get access to Wednesday night. That's probably the best value going on, if you ask me. Now, you don't get the fast tracks, but you get access to be with our fast track students on Wednesday night and bring your questions. Plus, you get all that exclusive content. So that's still an amazing deal. So that's, if you're interested in that, check it out over on the channel, over on the YouTube channel. Just click the join button. Feel free to join. Maybe I'll put in the description how you can do that as well, if you're interested in that. I don't push anything. So people say, Paul, you sold out. You've got stickers and mugs and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm just a company. Go look it up. Electrical Code Academy, Inc. is a corporation registered in Texas. We have a corporate structure. I have a board of directors. I have to answer to them. Okay. a voluntary board because our structure is set up is I am the CEO and president. But I have set up because I don't want to make mistakes and I don't want to learn from those mistakes at this level. So I have people that advise me on some of the things that I want to do because some of the stuff I want to do is quite out there. I mean, out there, right? I was almost this close to getting a studio that I could actually start doing videos of me doing wiring and pulling and things like that. It's kind of the stuff that Electrician U does. You've probably heard of Dustin. Those kind of things, because I kept seeing stuff wasn't being done right around the industry when people show videos and stuff. So I was like, I'm almost going to do that. But then I realized something. One, I don't have the time for it. Two, that would be a full-time deal. And three, there's so many other people offering that kind of content out there. It would just get redundant. I am a specialized market. We don't care if we get 100,000, 200, 500,000, a million subscribers on our YouTube channel. I don't care about the subscriber count. That's not why it's about, okay? What it's about for us is a niche market, and that is teaching the code. Of course, I teach the residential, commercial, industrial, but it's all tied to code. Even though it's installation practices, it's all tied to code, okay? But I'm not going to spill the beans on some stuff that we have planned for later in the year with those courses, the residential, commercial. I don't want to talk about that part of it. I'll be in another update, but we're a different type of platform is being released for that, but I'll leave that I'll leave that for another time. Elwood, I don't know, Eric. I don't know if I answered your question. You're installing a Type 1. You can install a Type 1 on the supply side. You can install it on the load side. Just be careful on the load side where you put it to make sure it's listed for use. In other words, are you using it inside of a cabinet? Can it be in the cabinet? Those type of things. But typically, once you look at the listing, you'll see. But yes, Type 1 is for the SBD is perfectly fine on the supply side or the load side. Most of the people aren't going to use that, though. Most people are going to use a Type 2 on the load side. That's the ones that are going to be either directly onto the bus or it's immediately adjacent to the bus, that type of thing. Okay. He says surge protected device 4x enclosure, a Nemo 4X. Yeah, as far as, you'd have to check with the SPD manufacturer to make sure that the device is not a problem, except for it's a 4X. So when you start cutting into it, you don't want to lose the integrity of the enclosure. That's for one. Okay. We don't want to lose the integrity by cutting into the side of it. I don't know how many times I see people cutting into the top of a NEMA 3R enclosure that has the lip on it, right? And they cut into the top of it and realize that NEMA 3R enclosure is built a certain way, okay? And they typically don't want you to pierce the top, right? Unless there's a hub already there, unless it's designed with a hub. There's plenty of space on the sides and the bottom, but people do it all the time, and it seems like nobody gives them any grief, and inspectors aren't rejecting it. So, but one thing about it is I see people cut into the top, and they realize that they're going to be above live parts. So now they have to make sure that they use some type of grommet or something to maintain the integrity of that enclosure. Okay. Outside, if you're below live parts, it's not as big an issue, although you still have to use a fitting that's rated for the location. But at the end of the day, not as big a concern. So just make sure you're not going to violate the rating of that enclosure. But if it's a Type 1, you should be able to look on it. It'll tell you whether it's designed to be located exteriorly, interiorly, and those type of things. So if you send me, you like to post pictures over on the Sparky Hub, post a picture of it, post what you're doing, and let's look at it. Let's examine it. It'd be a great lesson if there's something in there to be a lesson. Go ahead and post it. But I have seen SPD Type 1s both on the supply side and the load side. And actually, Siemens, I got some pictures from Siemens, and they're the ones that stated that based on the UL listings for those SPDs, Type 1 could be on the line side or the load side, or supply side or the load side. But most of the time, we'll see a Type 2. All right. Hopefully that answered your question. If not, I'll get deeper. If you want me to get deeper, just post it on the Sparky Hub. Folks, go to the Sparky Hub. Become a member of that Sparky Hub. Post your pictures. Chime in. I think it's a great concept. It's a little slow catching on because everybody's used to Facebook. If I could get away from Facebook, I would get away from Facebook 100%. 100%. I can't stand it. Okay. Can you recommend a load monitoring device maybe? No, I can't. Siemens makes a lot of load monitoring devices. So does Schneider. But personally, I can't, if you're talking load monitoring versus like load management, load monitoring, Siemens makes a nice one that does load monitoring, allows you to see what's going on. It sends alerts, things like that. And I think they have one that can tell you power factors and all that if it's a commercial load management or load monitoring thing. But obviously the two big players in the industry are going to be Schneider and Siemens. And I'm sure Eaton has one too. I'm sure that, but that's where I'd start my journey. And trust me, any load monitoring, load management devices, load shedding devices, different manufacturers make it, but I'm a big believer that you go with a product that's from a major manufacturer. Okay, not by a fly-by-night. When it comes to those type of things, go with those Siemens-made products, go with the Schneider products, go with the Eaton products, that type of thing. There's other companies that do that, and a lot of people say, well, go with an independent because that's all they do. They're going to be better at it. I don't buy into that much when it comes to something like that. I go with the big three, okay? And I mean, I could throw GE in there as well, but probably for me personally, my personal opinion, Siemens, Schneider, or Eaton are the direction that I like to I would say for those type of load monitoring devices. And I do know that they have a new one that's come out for Schneider, I believe, that is a load monitoring device that simply has the CTs that go around the actual ungrounded supply conductors, and it can give you a lot of data, and that's what you're looking for. Okay. And I don't think they're expensive either. I think it's fairly cheap if you think about it. In fact, I think I've seen some online. So if you go on probably YouTube and type in Schneider load management or Square D, whatever, Square D load monitoring devices or load management systems or something like that, you'll probably get a lot of reviews. Okay. Yeah. Schneider is Square D. So their main name is Schneider and their product development is Square D. They produce the products called Square D, but they're all made by Schneider. And Schneider has this huge company, and they do great stuff. There are really some sharp people there. Same with Eaton, which is Cutler Hammer. Same folks, but those people specialize in those type of things, and those are the people that I would get those type of products from. Not to say there's not some mom and pops out there that make stuff probably pretty good. There probably is, but I would probably focus more on the big three. Is what I think. Schneider, Siemens, and Eaton, which is Cutler Hammer, which makes Cutler Hammer brand. So that's the ones I'd focus on. Okay, and I'm sure they do make a nice Schneider load management product. And it doesn't have to be a Schneider panel, by the way. Okay, it doesn't have to be an Eaton panel. These are separate products that can work with it. Okay. The panels are pretty dumb, right? They're just the panel, the bus, the cabinet, the breakers. They don't start getting smart until we get GFCIs and AFCIs, and GFCIs are not as smart as an AFCI. And then, of course, some of the AFCI devices now are actually diagnostic devices. In other words, Schneider's will blink, or you've got Siemens that will blink and let you know what's going on. So, and look for that to change. Look for, as we go into more expanding use, like in the 2023 code, GFCI is going to be everywhere, right? It's not just going to be in the places that are listed by 210.8A. In fact, that list is going to go away. all locations within dwellings are going to be GFCI protected. Ranges, dryers, doesn't matter about proximity. All that's changing. If it gets through the 2023 cycle, we still have work to go. Still have what's called a public comment stage to go, but that's where it's going. So it is no doubt that panels are going to have to get smarter. And that load management and load monitoring and all this kind of stuff is going to end up probably being built into the main breakers. And it's going to monitor everything. It's going to have sensors on each leg and each individual port that you would plug a breaker in. That way the breakers don't have to be smart, but what is interacting with it through the bus will be what's monitored by the main breaker. And it'll probably have a digital readout on it and all this kind of stuff. And I'm sure it'll be Wi-Fi that you can connect it to your phone and get an app and it'll download. You'll know how much power consumption and what leg is pulling too much current, and you'll be able to optimize your panel. And I am sure, and you'll probably be able to control the from the actual device, to turn off one of the breakers, and maybe not the breaker itself, but actually its contribution to that actual connection on that bus. So basically, you're just going to shut down one of those individual portions on the bus. If they can do that without changing the breakers and let the breakers stay normal over current protected devices and do all this through the bus with a main panel, then it keeps the price down a little bit. So you don't have to buy all these special smart breakers. You just buy the main panel board with the main breaker that's smart, and it has each individual line that goes down to each one of those individual connection points, like in a 42 circuit panel. Each of those points, hey, if you can do that and it can measure that amount of current draw and everything from there and not have to do it at the breaker level, okay, that's what I'd be okay with, But once we start making the whole panel smart, even the individual breakers, and that's when the price is going to really get crazy. All right. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. If that comes to fruition years from now, I can say, yeah, see, I'm like the Notre Dame of today, right? I knew what was coming tomorrow, but you don't have to be, because technology is just like that. It's just totally getting crazy what you can do. Okay. So anyway, that's all I've got on that. So anybody has any additional questions, I'm going to cut you out. And again, thanks for hanging in with me. I don't know how long we were on today. To be honest with you, I don't know how long the session was, but it was cool. I enjoyed answering questions or letting you know what's going on with the Electrical Code Academy, what we got going on, those things like that. That soft skills course is great. The one we have, not the one we added in the fast tracks, is great, but we have a separate soft skills class that really does let you know what kind of impression are you really. And the reason I added it to the fast tracks was because we have a lot of companies that use the fast tracks for their employees. So one of the things that they can start doing is requiring their employees to do this soft skills, because that's a different thing. That's graded. And in fact, inside of the soft skills program, the separate one, you actually have a certification course that's in there as well. Not the one that's in the fast tracks, but the standalone one has a certification process as well, so that you can force that on your employees if you want to, increase their soft skills. So again, there's just so much going on. And again, I try to keep up with it all. So that's it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for this impromptu session. You hung in with me, Elwood, Michael, all of y'all that have hung in there. Definitely appreciate all of you. Okay. And appreciate all of you that come to our Wednesday night. Appreciate all of you that have gotten our Fast Tracks program or have gotten into the program. I'll have all the links below if anybody's watching this on the rebroadcast and they want to get in on the program. If they got questions, you can always reach out to me. I try to answer questions anytime I can. Also, people ask me, real quick, I'll end on this. People ask me, and I always get nasty comments. People say, Paul, why are you so redundant? Why do you repeat things over and over again? 1, I'm not perfect. 2, I have a bad case of ADD. 3, I even missed that. 3, I'm a big believer in the redundancy teaching style. Whereas if I tell you things at least 3 times, you'll retain a large portion of what I say. Okay, so when I do a course or I'm teaching a lesson and you see that I repeat things, it's for a reason. Okay, there's a reason why I do it. It's just the way I'm made up. So appreciate all of you. Till next time, folks. Stay safe. Till God bless. And if you need anything, I'm always here. There's the email address above right there. You know how to get in touch with me. I'm here to help you any way I can to your success. Till next time, stay safe. God bless.